So I've got my shirt turned inside out mostly, and I have a couple of tools with me. I have my little super pointy scissors, and then I've got a seam ripper, and I don't know if I will need the seam ripper, but I've got it if I need it. And actually I'm going to start with that, and I'm not going to bore you with like filming the whole process of me taking the elastic out of the front of this. But I'll film a little bit of it, and we'll see where we go from here. So there seems like there's like a little where the edge of the elastic is sewn down, so I'm going to try to loosen that up. Now I'm sitting at my vanity, and I wouldn't be doing this at my vanity, but my camera's up here, the light's pretty good, and so I'm gonna sit here and do this for at least for a while. And so yeah, this should not be too bad. What I'm hoping is to be able to remove the elastic without undoing any of the actual seam, because I want to preserve that, because, well, there's no reason not to, I don't think, at least not at this point. If I come across some reason that I need to take that out, I will, but for now I'm not going to do that. So you can see that it's got it has 2 rows of stitching on either side of the elastic, and I'm just gonna take that out. So if you've never, I mean, I've never done anything like this with a purchased shirt, but I really liked this shirt, and so or I should say I really liked this shirt, except for the fact that the elastic went all the way around the whole of the shirt, the body of the shirt, and I like it. I think I mentioned this before. I like it in the back fine, but in the front, not so flattering, at least not on my body type. Now if you have a little bit more of an hourglass shape, then I don't imagine that you would have had to have done this. But the main purpose of me sharing this with you is to, I don't know, I guess kind of demonstrate that you don't have to be a pro. You don't even necessarily have to, you know, you don't have to take something like this to the alterations place, although you certainly could. I mean, especially if you don't have a sewing machine and stuff, because I wouldn't personally want to do this stuff by hand. So many times I at least come across things that I really like, but that they're just not quite right for some reason. And it's not even so much that they don't fit. It's more that there's just something that could be better. But I've never done this. So I mean, I'm more of a abstract collage quilter kind of sewer, doing something more structured like this. And I mean, I haven't made my own clothes in years. I used to make just really simple straight skirts and things like that back in the 80s. And that kind of thing, I can handle that. That's pretty simple. But as far as making complicated stuff, I've never really been that interested. I always was of the mind, well, why can't they just make all the cute clothes in the straight sizes into plus sizes? And they're better about that now, but they're still not perfect. And a lot of times they just make things, you can't exactly just make things bigger, although there's definitely times where I feel like they take a really cute something, top or whatever, and then they just, I don't know, they make it into a box and you know, make it long to cover your ass, I guess, or whatever. And you know, I mean, I guess if you like if you like clothes that cover your tops or whatever that cover your bum, then more power to you. I personally don't like that. And it's not as if you're really disguising the fact that you have a bum. It doesn't really work that way. I'm like, if you got a bum, speaking as somebody who has no bum, I'm like, then show that baby off. Because there have been lots of times where I wish I had one. But I am lacking in that department, I'm afraid. So this is actually going much quicker than I thought it would. And it will be important to go back and pull out all the loose threads. But let's see, am I halfway around? Ooh, I am, I'm half, wow. Okay, so I am going to continue on with this and I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to try to show this to you. I got all the elastic out of the front here, and I will go and I will press this out so that I get all the little sort of wrinkles out of it. And then my intention is to find the middle and make some little, like a little pleat kind of thing. So I'll start with kind of like a flat one in the center, and then each pleat after that will go in towards the center. And I'm going to start small because I don't know how many I will need, and I'm not going to get all the way over here into this little cross piece here. So, but I don't want it to be too, and not that it's going to be too small. It's not going to be too small because there's still the elastic in the back. So I'm going to start by putting in probably the initial one, and I will iron these pleats into place before I sew anything, and pin them, and probably I will also mark them so that I can get everything nice and even. And I'll probably put in the 1 and then 2 to 3, depending on how much pleating. I'm not gonna do super deep little folds. I'm gonna keep them relatively small, I think. And then I'll start with 2, maybe 3 on each side of the first one that I do. And then when I get that done, I'll try it on and see how it looks. And if I need to, I plan to make sure that the pleats are ironed into place, and I will sew down from the seam and up from the seam probably no more than 1 inch, just to keep it a little bit flatter. That I won't do that unless I need to, I don't think, because this does come with a belt, and I think that the belt will help. Here, let me grab it. The belt will help kind of, I don't know, not disguise, but hide the seam and hide the, the fact that I've remade this and stuff. But and the belt's cute, I think. And so anyway, that's what I'm gonna go do next, and I will come back and show you the results. And like I say, I will put those initial ones in, 2 or 3 of them, and then I will try it on, see how it fits, and if I need to add more to make it fit better, I will do that. Or if I need to take one out, I'll do that too. And so yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and I will be back. Hi guys, I'm back, and I have gone ahead and I'm going to try to show you this. Finished my shirt, at least I think it's finished. I have yet to put it on, but for myself, I tried it on for my husband so that he could tell me if things looked straight and stuff. But anyway, I ended up putting the center pleat and stitching down the side of each one, just in the center. I haven't done the others. I'm going to try it on, see if I feel like the others need it. But yeah, I think that this will be a big improvement on this little blouse that I got at Lane Bryant. All right, I think that's about it, guys. I will try to include some pictures of me wearing this with something. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Especially let me know if you liked this particular video, just because it's a little different from what I normally do. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!